show Baywatch, Jeremy Jackson became an international celebrity by age 10, but the tide turned for Jeremy when he became caught in the grip of a crystal meth addiction, and he's here today to tell us how he got in so far over his head. Please welcome Jeremy Jackson. Welcome, Jeremy. I mean, Baywatch, for 9 seasons, you were David Hasselhoff's son, surfing, and you became a child star across the world at age 10. How was it hard for you then, or did it become difficult for you? How did you adapt to just being so known everywhere on this earth?
I've been acting since I was 7, and I did like 30 national commercials, and I had like billboards before Baywatch and everything, so I'd kind of gotten used to it.
So you knew, okay, I'm pretty big. I'm 10 years old, and I'm super
big
cool.
star.
It's what I always wanted, you know what I mean?
Okay,
I was always striving for that, yeah.
But it must have been hard to go through puberty with Pamela Anderson on the set.
Hey,
That's gotta be hard.
Did you expect women to
kicking
look
meth was hard. That was the toughie.
Seriously though, did you think all women, like, did you compare all women to the ones that you were around?
It's strange because now I actually have a taste for like really natural beauties as opposed to a lot of makeup and spray tan and the big hair and all that stuff.
Oh, interesting.
But more of why you're here. When you were...
Wait, you know each other?
Yes, we do. Actually, the first year I was in LA, I was making money any way I could, and I was a extra on Baywatch for a whole season.
I tried to get her to go on a date with me for a year straight.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
But she was engaged. She's with this guy. She's been 10 years.
I'm not engaged.
Well, whatever.
So anyway, okay, when you were 14, you started drinking and smoking, and what brought you to that?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I believe I had a predisposition to be an addict and an alcoholic. I was always enamored with chemicals, and I knew it was a no-no, and I knew you weren't supposed to do it, but drinking, smoking, and even people that were on drugs, I wasn't sure what it was, but it was something that I wanted, and when I was old enough, I knew I was going to try it.
Is it in your family or something?
My dad actually died from addiction. I never knew him, so it's definitely in the genes.
Yeah, maybe.
But do you think maybe the pressures of the show and the hype that it was? I mean, it was the most popular show on the planet for the time that it was on.
Absolutely, but looking back in retrospect, being on Baywatch and having that money and that the freedom and the connections that I had, I think just enabled me to learn my lessons quicker. I think I was going to go down that road no matter what, and I got it over with a lot quicker. I might have strung it out over years.
Well, first of all, it affected your work, and David Hasselhoff actually talked to you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It was rare that I showed up to the show loaded. I respected being an actor. I always wanted to be an actor. I would show up to the set more coming down, white knuckling it, going, oh, when's this going to be over? You know what I mean? I need to just get back to my place or whatever. But David called me on it, and I don't think people knew it was at the extent it was. They thought maybe I was smoking pot or whatever.
What did he say?
We were doing a scene, and I was messing up, and I wasn't delivering the performance that I normally did.
Right.
And he was just like, Jeremy, what are you, high? What are you, smoking pot? And I couldn't tell him I quit smoking pot years ago. I moved on to much harsher things.
But after you left Baywatch, you were then arrested for possession. Couple of times.
Did you leave because of this? You were 18, right?
I was almost 18. I was 17, almost an 18.
Look, that's the mugshot. That's what you look
I
at.
just got beaten up pretty bad on that, too.
So you were in rehab?
A few of them.
And how is it? I don't mean how's rehab.
How's it doing now?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm on September 24th. I will be 6 years clean and sober.
That's good.
No drugs, no alcohol, nothing at all.
And if you don't like it, you feeling all right about it?
Oh my! This is like such an exciting time for me in my life. You know what I mean? I've been meeting with networks and producers and all these offers on the table, and I'm happier than I've ever been. If I wasn't this happy, I wouldn't.
Good for you. You seem like a nice, intelligent kid.
Thank you very much.
You made a lot of money too doing Baywatch, somewhere between $2 and $3 million. Were you able to save some of it, or how did you handle that?
As you all know, taxes are pretty incredible. 40% went to taxes and a lot of living expenses, but I blew hundreds of thousands of dollars on learning lessons, bad friends,
you
drugs,
broke? You
alcohol.
broke?
No, I got money.
The good thing is that you're on a good path, man. You are rising high.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
All right.
What was the worst time? We're talking about the good times. What was the worst?
Well, as you saw in that picture right there, just the lowest low, you know. I had got to a point where I was totally hopeless, and I was out of good ideas. I didn't have anything left in me. And now looking back, that was my high point, because it was a time that I was beat down and hopeless enough to say, I absolutely have a drug problem and I don't know how to live. I need to be taught how to live so I can have a successful, happy life.
And you came back.
Yeah.
Exactly. My ears opened up enough to listen to some people that have been there before me and show me how to do it.
We're really
for
glad
you.
for you. We hope
Congratulations.
many more years. We'll be thinking of you in September.
Thanks
for being
so
so
much.
honest with
Awesome.
us, Jeremy. Our thanks to Jeremy Jackson. We will be right back.